few years ago, Brabus was known for building some of the craziest tuned Mercedes cars on the planet. Louder G-Wagons, faster AMGs, wild luxury SUVs with massive horsepower numbers. But now, Brabus just did something completely different. A full coach-built Hyper GT with a twin-turbo V12, rear-wheel drive, over 1,000 horsepower, and a price tag above 1 million euros. This is the new Brabus Bodo. And honestly, this might be one of the most emotional cars of 2026. Because this isn't just another body kit project. This is Brabus, proving it can build an entirely new identity around a car, with custom bodywork, custom lighting, insane carbon fiber engineering, a handcrafted interior, and one of the last pure V12 experiences left in the modern automotive world. In this video, we're diving into everything: the exterior, interior, performance, V12 sound, the Aston Martin foundation underneath, and why this car matters so much for the future of Brabus. So before we start up one of the loudest V12 of the year, hit subscribe. Because this is more than a review. This is Brabus entering a completely new era. The first thing you need to understand about the Bodo is the meaning behind the name. This car is named after Bodo Buschmann, the founder of Brabus and the father of current CEO Konstantin Buschmann. And that immediately makes this project feel personal. Because this isn't just a random limited edition hypercar. It's a tribute, a statement about where Brabus came from and where it's going next. Brabus was founded in 1977 in Bottrop, Germany, and over the years became famous for turning already fast luxury cars into something far more extreme. But the Bodo changes things completely, because this is not just tuning anymore. This is coach building. That means Brabus didn't simply add performance parts and carbon fiber accessories. They reshaped the entire identity of the car. And underneath all of that sits the Aston Martin Vanquish platform. That's why the proportions look so dramatic. Long hood, low roofline, wide rear stance. It has the proportions of a classic Grand Tourer, but redesigned through the Brabus lens. And honestly, it looks incredible. The exterior is probably the biggest talking point, because this car does not look like a normal tuned Aston Martin anymore. It feels like Brabus created its own luxury Hyper GT. The entire body is carbon fiber, not just a few visible parts, the full body. Customers can either choose a painted finish or exposed carbon fiber, which would make this thing look even more insane in person. And the detailing is serious. The panel alignment, the sculpted arches, the dramatic side profile, everything feels expensive and handcrafted. From the side, the car almost looks concept car-like. Some people even compare the proportions to the Mercedes Maybach Vision 6 because of the long GT silhouette and yacht-like presence. But Brabus gives it a darker and more aggressive personality. This is luxury, but with attitude. At the front, the Bodo looks sharp and dominant. You get a huge grille finished in a dark chrome style, massive air intakes, exposed carbon fiber elements, and custom-developed headlights made specifically for this project. And that's important, because designing and homologating custom lighting is expensive. Most tuning companies would never go that far. But Brabus wanted the Bodo to have its own identity, its own face. And honestly, it worked. The front end looks elegant and aggressive at the same time. Very difficult balance to achieve. Then you move around the side and notice the wheels and tires. The Bodo rides on custom Brabus monoblock style wheels finished in dark chrome with massive carbon ceramic brakes sitting behind them. And the tires are something special too. According to the reference walkthrough, Continental actually developed a specific version of the Sport Contact 7-Force tire for this car. That's how serious the performance targets are here. We're talking about a 1,000 horsepower rear-wheel drive V12 capable of 360 kilometers per hour. A normal tire setup simply wouldn't be enough. The custom Continental setup was designed to handle extreme speed while still being usable on normal roads. And there's even a special BB marking on the tire referencing Bodo Buschmann himself. That detail alone tells you how personal this project really is. Now let's talk about the engine, because this is where the Bodo becomes truly emotional. Under the hood sits a 5.2-liter twin-turbocharged V12, producing around 1,000 horsepower and 1,200 newton-meters of torque. No hybrid system, no electric assistance, no batteries helping with accelerations, just a massive V12 with turbochargers and rear-wheel drive. And in 2026, that feels almost rebellious. Because most performance cars are moving toward hybrid systems and electrification. Ferrari, McLaren, Lamborghini. Even Aston Martin itself is pushing hybrid performance with cars like the Valhalla. But Brabus decided to keep this project completely combustion-powered, and honestly, that's what makes it special. The performance numbers are insane. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 3 seconds. Top speed electronically limited to 360 kilometers per hour. That's over 220 miles per hour. But honestly, numbers are only part of the experience, because the real magic of this car is the sound and emotion. A V12 doesn't just make power, it creates theater. And according to the reference walkthrough, the Brabus exhaust system is significantly louder than the stock setup. When the car switches into Sport Plus mode, the entire personality changes. The exhaust becomes violent, the engine sounds alive. You can hear the turbo spool clearly from the rear, and once fully warmed up, the V12 climbs toward higher RPMs with an absolutely insane soundtrack. That's what people are going to remember about this car, not just acceleration, the emotion. Because modern performance cars are becoming quieter and more digital. The Bodo feels mechanical, dramatic, and alive. The rear design is just as wild as the front. The car is incredibly wide, with custom-developed taillights, illuminated Brabus branding, exposed carbon fiber everywhere, and vertically mounted exhaust tips integrated into the diffuser area. And honestly, it looks more like a hypercar than a modified GT car. The rear spoiler is retractable, the proportions are massive, and the entire back section has this aggressive yacht-like appearance. You also notice the 77 detail on the rear. That represents the founding year of Brabus, 1977. And it's also important because production will reportedly be limited to only 77 units worldwide. That immediately makes the Bodo a collector car. And considering the starting price sits above 1 million euros before taxes and options, this is clearly aimed at an ultra-exclusive audience. This is not a mass-production supercar. This is something designed for collectors, enthusiasts, and people who want something far rarer than a normal exotic car. Now, let's move inside. Because the interior is where the Bodo becomes even more personal. Brabus completely redesigned the cabin with its full masterpiece treatment. You get leather everywhere, Alcantara exposed carbon fiber dark chrome details, custom stitching, Brabus branding throughout the cabin, and one of the coolest details is the seat design itself. The silhouette of the Bodo is stitched directly into the seats. That's the level of detail they were aiming for. You also get the signature of Bodo Bushman integrated into the interior, along with branding connected to Konstantin Bushman. So the entire cabin feels like a tribute to Brabus history. The steering wheel is finished with special Alcantara, leather, carbon fiber, and Brabus badging. The paddle shifters are carbon fiber. Even the pedals and floor areas are finished with premium materials. And according to the walkthrough, the Alcantara quality is similar to what you'd expect in something like a Pagani. That tells you exactly where Brabus wanted this car positioned, not just as a tuner car, as a true hyper-luxury machine. Technically, the Bodo is a 2+2, but realistically the rear seats are extremely tight. This car is mainly about the front seat experience. A long-distance V12 Grand Tour for 2 people. And honestly, that fits the character perfectly. But the most important thing about the Brabus Bodo isn't just the horsepower or the price tag. It's what the car represents. For decades, Brabus was famous for modifying luxury performance cars. But the Bodo proves they can do something much bigger. Coach-build design, custom lighting, a full carbon fiber body, a completely transformed identity. This is Brabus moving beyond tuning and proving it can create something that feels almost entirely original. And that's a massive statement, especially in a world where cars are becoming increasingly electrified, software-focused, and silent. The Bodo feels like a celebration of mechanical emotion. A twin-turbo V12, rear-wheel drive, insane sound, handcrafted materials, massive carbon fiber bodywork. Cars like this are becoming rare, and that's exactly why the Bodo feels special. Not because it's the most practical car, not because it's the most advanced hybrid, but because it has personality, soul, drama, and in 2026, that matters more than ever. So the real question is this: is the Brabus Bodo one of the greatest modern V12 Grand Tourers ever built? Or is €1 million simply too much for a coach-built Brabus Hyper GT based on the Aston Martin Vanquish?